What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie's Adventures and Friends. That's what we're calling it officially a year and however months later, Annie's Adventures and Friends, because I'm meeting all my friends every Wednesday here at Star City Studios. Thank you so much for allowing me to use this beautiful space to run this show for you guys. So without further ado, I'm going to go on and flip the camera and introduce you to my friends. All right, how are you guys doing today? Thank you so much for joining me. So over here to my right, I have artists. So it's Paul Tejas, and you go as Pabloblah.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you can find them on Instagram. Are you on Facebook also?
Yes.
Okay.
And under our Facebook, it's just Paul Tejas.
Perfect. So I just want to show real quick. This is what we're about to talk about. His art is absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to dive in right now. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, so I have Julio I. How are you doing today?
Good.
Thank you so much for joining me. I'm super excited to have you here. Café Con Leche. I don't know if you guys in El Paso have had the opportunity to try his coffee, but if not, you're gonna learn all the details right now on how, when, where, and well, absolutely why. But like you had this event coming up this weekend, right?
Yeah.
So you know, go all the time, but also you're going to want to make sure to check out this awesome event. So thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
All right, I have Heather and Alex. How you guys doing?
Wonderful.
So you guys have Heavenly Slices. Absolutely delicious pizza. We literally, me and my Nina, like scarfed your pizza down in like, I don't know, 6 minutes flat or something stupid, you know? Like before we even left the parking lot. So I can't wait for you guys to learn more on how, when, where, why, to catch your pizza coming up soon. So you guys have an awesome Valentine's event coming up this weekend that we're going to talk about. Yeah. So pizza and wine, just saying, stay tuned. So thank you guys as well. All right. Okay, El Paso, week 2 of aligners, okay, spark aligners at El Paso Family Dental. Shout out to my sponsors. So if I'm a little lispy, I don't know if there's anything else to figure out. I mean, you put the trades in and you talk. So this is kind of how it sounds, you know, just 4 months. So bear with me. We're having a great time and the smile's looking great. It's going to look better. If you're interested in any, you know, aligners or teeth whitening, have any dental work for you or your family, reach out to El Paso Family Dental and tell them I sent you. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just do a deep dive of everybody's business, how you guys can find them, all their events coming up, and then I'm also going to ask you guys, because as you know, I work at Leo Marketing, and I'll talk about that at the end, but it's a local full-service marketing agency, so I do like to ask everybody, what type of marketing do you do, what works for you, and if you have any tips and advice for business owners, okay? So let's go on and start. We're going to turn it around, and we're going to go on, actually, it's like, silly rabbit. Yes, I see this all the time. Okay, all right. So we have Heavenly Slices with Heather and Alex. How long has your business been around?
A year, actually.
A year?
We did a year in November.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. You guys, I see you guys literally everywhere. I see your events, like your flyers going out all the time. So first off, how do people find you?
Instagram. So every Tuesday of each week, I post where I'm going to be for for that weekend.
Okay.
But I like to tell people I'm a restaurant on wheels, so I like to go everywhere.
Yes. I love it.
Yeah.
And I got to try your pizza at Neat, which is a really cool, like food truck, a center area.
Yeah, it's like a food truck park in the Northeast.
That's right. Yeah. So, and you have a cool story. So even your trailer has a cool story. Yeah. I kind of just want to let you take it away and tell us, like, are you from El Paso?
I am from El Paso. Yeah.
Beautiful. Your family's from here, and what made you decide to go into pizza?
I actually went to UTSA in San Antonio, and going to UTSA, I had to have a part-time job. So I went to a pizza place, started waiting tables, and fell in love with it.
Really? I love it. What was the pizza place?
Grimaldi's Pizza.
Oh, I love it.
It was the first Grimaldi's in San Antonio back in 2007. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was my first, year with pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. And then from there, when did you move back to El Paso? Cause
2020.
Okay.
Yeah, but I stayed with Grimaldi's company for a good 12 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you learned some secrets. You learned the trade.
I learned from them, but I also traveled to Italy and I was there for a long time. So I incorporated their flavors and my flavors, and I came with my own sauce.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
I didn't know that part. That's super cool. And so when you decided to go pizza, you're like, I want to go mobile.
Yeah.
And how did this happen?
Well, I got laid off in 2020.
Okay.
So that's how I moved back, and I had the oven in my backyard.
Okay. Because you used to like to make pizzas all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like
At
that was.
home for friends. And
Yes.
others. Yep. And I said, no one's ever going to lay me off again, and I built the trailer.
Girl, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And the trailer is actually like a family piece, right?
This is it right here. It's actually my grandparents' old race car trailer.
So cool. That's right. Race car trailer. Let me zoom in on that because it's super cool.
So we built everything on the trailer is built from local welder, local plumber, local artist on the outside of the trailer. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
I love it. I mean, El Paso is a big family town, right?
Yeah. But it's so funny because I just want to show you this because I drew this like 10 years ago. That was my vision, and it came to life.
Can I see that?
Yeah.
Thanks. Let me see this. And so you drew it and you manifested it.
Mm-hmm. That I drew when I was still working at Grimaldi's years ago.
Cute.
Yeah.
And this is her business card.
Thanks. Yeah.
This is where you guys go to find her.
Yeah.
And so, what are some of the pizzas that you guys make? What's your style? There's so many ways to make a good pizza, you know.
Yeah, we do our dough. It's a 24-hour fermentation, and then we make our sauce in house, obviously. And
is that your sauce?
Yeah.
Let me see that.
We sell it by the jar.
You sell your sauce?
Yeah.
Dang, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Comes in a cute little mason jar. It's kind of my style, you know.
Yeah, it's super cute. Okay, so you it's a 3-day fermentation.
24 hours.
24.
Yeah.
Okay.
We press it all by hand in the trailer. Everything's made to order.
Okay.
And then we throw it in the oven fire or the wood fire oven.
That's right.
And
It's right there on the freaking bed.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. The whole kitchen is there, and you even have your team in there. Like, it's very cool.
Yeah, the oven's on the outside of the trailer, so I like people to see the fire.
Exactly.
But the wood is oak wood that we get from Central Texas, but sourced locally here from Mr. Miller.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
you got that good East Texas wood.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Because I know people for barbecue, like they talk about we got our wood from here or cedar from here, you know. So that's super cool. Not something you really think about in the pizza world, but absolutely.
Well, because it makes the difference in the flavor.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And so dough, everything's from scratch. And then, so what are some of your top sellers?
Hot honey pepperoni is one of my.
Say that again?
It's a hot honey pepperoni.
Whoa. Hot honey pepperoni.
Yeah, it's delicious. And then a margarita pizza, obviously. The regular pepperoni is a pretty big seller. But the simpler, the better, so that you can taste a lot of the flavors in the sauce.
Sure. I love it. And I do want to tell you guys, whenever you see them, they can place their order before, or you have to be there to place the order? If
we're at UMC or any of those kind of places where the timing is limited for people, we do call ahead orders.
Okay.
If we're at the market and Zinvaya, it's place your order and it's right then and there.
Perfect, perfect. And I want to recommend that you do that because she'll sell out a lot of the time. And you want to go and experience why, because it's absolutely delicious.
We're working on that. We're working on a bigger cooler so that we don't sell out.
Ooh, but I mean, it's not a bad problem to have. I mean, it is from a business owner because it's like, dang it, you know what I mean? But like, and plus the people are like, dang, I want my pizza. But like, that says a lot. It says a lot about your product, your quality, and everything. So this is an absolute must, El Paso. Pizza Friday is very much a big thing in El Paso. Family pizza night, right? I grew up on pizza night. Did anyone else have a family pizza night? Yeah. Right? Everybody has a family pizza. Did you really? Maybe you did it. I don't know. We did. We did like movies and pizza with the families, and I remember getting stuck watching Star Wars all the time. And like, I'm sorry, Dad. I love it. I love it. planning
We do
so it's great.
private events as well.
Okay.
We do, birthday parties, weddings. We have a couple weddings already scheduled for this year.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
And how long in advance do they need to plan for that?
As long as we're not booked, we can plan it as long as 2 or 3 days in advance, just so we
excellent.
can prep the dough.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
And that they can message me on Instagram.
Okay.
Would be the easiest way. Yeah.
Excellent. Is there anything else that you got? What is this event you're having this weekend?
Oh yeah, it's in by a winery. So we're doing heart-shaped pizzas, and then our friends over there are having 50% off bottles of rosé and white Zinfandel.
Whoa. Pizza and wine.
And that's going to be Saturday and Sunday.
Heart-shaped pizzas. I love a good heart-shaped pizza. Every Valentine's, I get one, whether it's, for me, or me and my mom, or whoever. Like, I think they're super cute. You can only get them one time a year for the most part, or you got to make that special order, which I'm sure you'll accommodate, if people have a special order. So, besides this weekend, is there anything else down the pipeline that we want to talk about, or really just focus on that right now?
I think that was it. We also do the Upper Valley Market.
Yes.
Pretty much every other weekend for a couple months now.
Okay.
And then next month we're doing NEAP a couple other days.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
I
we'll
love
be back
it.
over the Northeast.
Yes, the Northeast needs love, El Paso. So if anybody's interested in going and vending over there, I highly recommend
We're
it.
also starting a new pop-up at Engine 3 Brewery.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just there like 2 weeks ago. That
They're
place
very phenomenal.
is amazing. I haven't had the pleasure, but they've got super unique flavors that you're not going to find anywhere else. I think they had a German chocolate beer. Yeah, right? I'm saying.
The one that we had was like a mango IPA.
Yeah, they had a couple different
I
ones.
have to have them on here. I have to have them on. But that's super cool. So you're going to be over there on the east side off Pebble Hills by the police station right next to the Fireman Hall, I think is what it's called.
Yes, and I think our first day for pop-up there is actually Valentine's Day.
Oh,
So, yeah.
how cute. You can get 2 days of heart-shaped pizzas. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Is there anything else that we want to mention?
No,
No?
we just appreciate all the support. It's
Yeah,
been
always
phenomenal.
tag me and everything, and I share it. And then, do you guys? What type of marketing do you do? What works for you? Maybe what doesn't? And do you have any tips or advice for business owners?
Yeah, I usually just do Instagram. I concentrate more on word of mouth, and I talk to my guests a lot and kind of vocalize.
You're
where
so
I'm gonna
friendly,
be.
yes.
Aw, thanks. I have so much fun.
She really is and I mean, even on the messages, I mean, you're like, come on out, check it out. I love it.
It's because I finally found what I really, really love to do, and that makes a difference.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And so, any tips or advice for business owners?
Don't give up.
Yes.
Yep.
Keep doing it, right? Keep working on it.
The first year's the hardest, yeah.
Yeah? And now?
Man,
It's still hard, don't get me wrong, but yeah,
And
it's
don't be
worth
afraid
it.
to ask questions. Like,
Oh yeah, I ask
with
questions
anything.
all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all climbing the same mountain. Ask
100%.
questions.
I like that, Alex. Good piece. I love it. Thank you guys so much. And if there's anything else, just give me a holler. We'll shoot back over, okay?
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. All right. Café Con Leche.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing today?
Doing okay?
So, Julio Cesar Mena. And I'm sorry, do you like to just go by Julio or Julio Cesar? Or?
Mostly Julio.
Julio? Okay, perfect.
Cesar is usually when my mom is mad at me.
Ooh, watch out. I got the chancla.
Yeah.
How long have you been open?
So, the business started in 2018.
Yeah.
But I really count maybe the last 3 years as kind of the beginning of it.
Okay.
The first couple of years, coffee wasn't necessarily like the main focus. My background's in music, so I actually was doing music stuff at a studio in Central El Paso.
Oh.
And I kind of wanted to, spoke to my then partner about maybe doing coffee.
At the studio?
As a studio and kind of a side thing. Just to kind of try to bring, some different revenue. And coffee is something I had experience in, and so I went into building a tricycle.
It's so cool. Yeah.
And that's how it was at the beginning.
And so it was inside.
It was inside, but I worked to get a permit for it. So eventually we started doing like markets and pop-ups, and would go downtown, and up until a little thing called COVID, and so that kind of changed everything a little bit around, and so after that, during COVID, I just kind of shifted gears, just like everybody did, and started canning the cold brew. We used to sell cold brew coffee out of the tricycle.
Okay.
That's what we were doing. We do weddings, caterers, different things like that. But when that was put a halt to, started canning coffee, started looking into how to can it, and I was actually doing Uber around that time during COVID. So as I was driving around, I kind of set up our website so that I can take orders and deliver cold brew coffee and stuff like that. So we actually ended up putting that cold brew at Whole Foods, so you can pick that up at Whole Foods.
Dang, watch out. That's so awesome.
So that was kind of a little bit of shift. And
cool.
around the same time, my brother had reached out about building a tiny cafe on a trailer as well. So
okay.
we built it on the trailer, and I think around we finished building the trailer, I think it was November 2020 or something like that. And by 2021, we had found a spot in Central Paso, and we parked it there, and we started operating out of the cafe. So I kind of really count that as the beginning of
okay. It was like the build up to the location.
Yeah, because before that it was just a lot of
movement. Yeah, sure.
A lot of things happening. But we found that spot and kind of started chipping away at it. It was a slow start at first, but we had a lot of support, and people started finding out about it.
And it's coffee.
Yeah, it's coffee.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
You don't have to really explain too much. That almost sells itself, right?
right.
But and now last year we finished remodeling in that same spot where we ended up. We remodeled a space next to it. It was like a garage area, maybe the size of this room, and we finished remodeling that. And now we operate out of there, and it's been close to a year in there now. So so it's more of a brick and mortar setup.
Okay.
And that's where
awesome.
we are now.
And so where are you located?
It's 2430 Wyoming Avenue. That's in Central Paso, Wyoming, and Magnolia is the cross street. And for those people that may or may not know, there used to be a bar called the Young Rose there, Boomtown. So we're in the back patio of that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And it's a super cool spot. And you do have different events there. You even have a spot for records.
Yeah. Well, the record thing kind of, like I said, my background's in music, so it was always kind of one of those things that I wanted to keep. But it was also inspired by travels and checking out places. I always kind of wanted to combine not just the coffee, but with something else.
Absolutely. Okay, so your side business is Midtown Crates?
Midtown Crates, yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of all incorporated to the same thing.
Okay.
We started this year doing, I guess, listening sessions. So we'll pick like an album and we'll listen to it from beginning to end.
Oh, that's awesome.
And we kind of have opened it up afterwards for people to bring their vinyl and spin things, at the bar.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. So it's like a party, not so much an event.
It's the focus on listening to something, but also people to share their love for vinyl and records and stuff like that.
If you're into vinyl and you're looking for a community, this is definitely a really cool place to check out. Then
come by and sign up and play some music for other people.
I love it. So what are some of the types of coffees that people can go in there and order from you?
So we have I guess what we call our signature latte section, and I came up with a couple of recipes, borrowing from this region and just from travels from when I used to work on cruise ships and coffee shops that I would visit and stuff.
Okay.
But one of our best sellers is a Café de Olla latte, just a regional type thing. We call it a Café de Olla latte. It's not necessarily a traditional Café de Olla, which is, if you're familiar with it, it's just made in a pot, literally throwing coffee, and cinnamon, clove, piloncillo, and different things like that. But we just make a simple syrup of that, and it's with the espresso and either steamed or iced.
Okay.
Latte,
they're over here we need that in our life.
Like honey and lavender. We do a white chocolate.
Ooh, honey and lavender.
White chocolate and saffron. We do
white chocolate and saffron.
Yeah.
Dang, how lovely.
Rosemary. So these are all kind of, most of our syrups too is another thing I guess that kind of it makes us a little different. Is we make them in house. We don't necessarily buy them at the store.
Of course.
Like that. So
that's what you get when you go local.
So
you get quality.
It's more, I guess, for lack of a better word, just gourmet.
Yeah.
syrups.
Absolutely.
House-made stuff. So.
I know my friends, they have Cafe Piro.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
huge fans.
Yeah.
Like I always see them, enjoying their coffee at your place whenever they get a second to relax.
Yeah.
Do you also have food or?
We do also have food. When we moved into the now brick and mortar space, it allowed us to have a bigger kitchen space.
Right.
Yeah, we try to do food more consistently now. I brought along my mom, so my mom works with me now.
Watch out!
And
I love it. That's so cool.
She's gotten her own reputation now. She makes burritos and stuff like that.
Okay.
So our big thing is we're also our
So you
cafe-
guys need to move to Central. I'm just saying, move to Central.
Yeah, so our cafe is actually within the coffee menu, or we use only plant-based milk and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. You only use plant-based
Only
milk.
plant-based milk, and actually our food is also vegan, vegetarian.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay.
Mostly because that's my diet, but also wanted to kind of offer something different in the area.
100%.
But it's mostly Mexican food.
Okay.
She does potatoes with egg and soy chorizo and things like that, nopales and
Oh, nice.
just guisados and stuff like that.
Yeah. Some
Every
good
once in a
old
while,
home
we'll do
cooking
something
from
different,
mom.
Yeah.
I love
Oh
it.
yeah, she's got her own following. People just like
She's like, it's mom. Like,
yeah.
I love it. That's very cool. So that's awesome. Now it's and because you're brother, so it's a family owned and operated establishment. That's very cool, Julio. How many, within these couple of years to see the growth, it's beautiful. And so you were mentioning earlier that your coffee, where do you get your coffee from?
We get it mostly from Mexico. We got it from a couple of different regions in Mexico. First, we were buying from Chiapas. We've had stuff from Oaxaca. Maybe for the past 2 years though, we've been buying from Veracruz.
Oh wow!
And I have a relationship directly with producers down there. A gentleman by the name of Jose Melchor down in Veracruz, and he's just a farmer out there, producer. I speak to him, and whenever we need coffee, he'll see.
That's so neat. So, would you say that you're the only place in El Paso that has your coffee? Can find
probably. That? I don't think there's any other spot in El Paso that buys from him.
Yeah.
I know there's shops that obviously get
sure,
stuff
different
from
places from all over the place.
But that's our
your distributor.
Yeah, we just
that's
just
so
get
cool.
directly from there, and it's very decent. One of the reasons why I wanted to do Mexico too is just in the coffee industry in the world, it's almost to an extent kind of looked down upon, or less than, not as a high end quality coffee.
Their coffee is excellent.
Yeah, which is not true.
Not at all.
I
don't even like coffee, but I know Mexico has the best coffee because I've gotten
exactly, yeah. But a lot of people tend to gravitate to the African coffees, maybe Indonesian stuff, or different regions, Brazil, Colombia. Okay. But Mexico's never been at the top, but they have great coffee. So
that's nice.
I also saw it as an opportunity to kind of highlight that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very cool.
And being from the region, it just kind of made sense too. Living on the border, it's business-wise too. It's just I get it shipped to Juarez and I cross it over. You can cross over as much coffee as you want. People don't know that.
Really? Yeah, I wouldn't.
Roasted, whatever.
That's so cool. That's good to know. I think somebody's asked me that even recently. That's cool.
Yeah.
And can people purchase the coffee to go home, or you just gotta go to the?
No, we also sell roasted coffee. Okay. So we roast our coffee, like I said, at that space as well. Mm-hmm. We have a roaster in the shop, and we're constantly roasting coffee for the shop, and we'll put bags together, and people will take them and stuff.
Awesome. Perfect. And so where are you located again? One more time, please. And what are your days and hours?
2430 Wyoming Avenue.
2430 Wyoming Avenue. And your days and hours?
We're actually open every day. Right now we open from Monday through Saturday up till 7 p.m.
Okay.
And we open at 7 a.m. during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Just the weekends we open at 10.
Okay.
And then Sunday our hours are 10 to 3.
Perfect.
So we're open pretty much every day.
And
then when we have events, we're open a little later, sometimes on Fridays. Just this past December, we got our TABC license, so we sell beer and wine now too.
Oh, congratulations!
So it's very European style
Yeah.
coffee shop, you know.
But it's growing all the time.
Yeah.
That's super exciting. Good. That's so cool. Congratulations. And here in Central El Paso, guys, go check it out. And are you on Instagram or Facebook also?
We are. No, we're on Instagram. We used to be on Facebook. They used to kind of be linked together, but one of my email accounts got hacked a while back, and I don't have access to that.
Blast. So Instagram, follow on Instagram
Yeah.
to catch all their upcoming events. And then can they order, like, if they have an event, you know, and they want to have your coffee there instead of the big box dude?
Yeah. I mean, you can order online. We have an online
Perfect.
setup. There's a link in our bio on our Instagram. And
Awesome.
You can order for pickup or even delivery if you're in a 10-mile radius.
Awesome. And what type of marketing do you do? And do you have any tips and advice for business owners?
Honestly, I would say maybe 80%, maybe 80 to 90% was social media.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest, word of mouth, as you were saying, is just, you know, slowly kind of building.
Picking up, right?
But social media was a big thing. That you know, I just focused on that when I released it. It was being consistent with it and just posting as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think it's a big thing to try to be genuine too when you're
100%,
posting.
yeah.
I experienced that with other places that I worked at, and I didn't necessarily like that. I'd much rather you know, project something genuine. You know, you can tell if you guys follow our Instagram. We're constantly posting stuff that's not even about coffee or anything. It's just silly content, you know. But I feel like that's a little bit more genuine than just trying to be like, you know. And also pushing what we do. I mean, we're a coffee shop, so I don't feel like it's necessary to constantly be posting about, hey, we sell coffee, or you know, I think people kind of get it. But
people like to do like see our everyday kind of thing too.
Yeah, that's what, you know, part of the being genuine thing is like people are much more interested in that. Like, hey guys, you know, even if you're posting like, hey, you know, we're gonna go pick up some ingredients from here.
Exactly.
People like seeing that. It's more than, you know, it's more interesting.
It makes them feel like included.
Part of the
And I don't think I can stress enough the consistency part of it too, especially starting out. You know, be consistent because. You know, living in an information age and people forget really quickly too.
Yeah.
But also you gotta think about, you know, I'm sure we all wake up and we're like on our phones. You know?
First thing and last thing people
so
do.
It's kind of like, okay, if we're doing that, you know, maybe
everybody's
doing that. So, you know, if they see you every day, you know, it's a little reminder for, hey, let's go, you know, try this pizza.
Exactly.
Coffee.
Top mind awareness, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Did we cover everything?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. If you remember anything, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Paul, what's up?
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm doing fabulous.
Thank you so much for joining me. I'm a huge fan of your work, so I'm super excited to have you here today. And so people can find you. You're under Pabloblah on Instagram. And just real quick, I do want to show a close-up of one of your beautiful pieces. Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
What's
I might
up?
have to take off because I have a...
All right. This is gorgeous. And when did you do this piece?
This was a recent piece, so this was for my solo show that I did in August.
Oh, wow.
Last year, so this is one of my newest pieces.
Okay.
Yes.
Gorgeous. And what type of media is that?
That is oil on canvas.
Oil on canvas. And how long have you been painting?
I've been painting since 2001, so I think since I was like 19.
19.
So, but I didn't really know I could paint. Like,
Okay.
I started art school at UTSA. Fellow Road Runner.
Watch out.
But yeah, I started art school out there, and before that, I was just kind of, you know, drawing like most people. You know, I took all the art classes in middle school, high school, whatever, constantly doodling in class. So when we first got our painting assignments in my freshman year, that's when I was like, holy crap, I can paint. So
Really? Like you didn't even know? It just kind of like happened?
yeah, it just happened.
You're like, well, I got to do this, so let's try this out.
Yeah, you know, they had this
God.
like
What a beautiful surprise, man.
yeah, like I didn't even know because it was funny.
I didn't even know.
I know, I was
Wait,
like,
I did that? Like, that's so cool.
you know, it was just one of those, and it was like so weird because I didn't have an easel, I didn't have anything. I just had black and white paint, and I was just like literally sitting on my stomach, just painting this like thing. And then I was like, wow, I can do this stuff. So
That's what a fun surprise.
that's kind of how it started.
Okay. And what year was that?
So that was
must have been like after you said you started when you were 19. Is that when that was?
Yeah, because that was when I had first moved from El Paso to San Antonio for college, and I started art school. And really, I didn't like art. For me, is like a weird relationship because it's kind of like the person I should have always been with, but I was always attracted to chaos. And so it's so when I first went to school, I was like, well, I guess I'll go for art because that's what I like to do. And after a while, I was like, I think I like partying more. And so I dropped out. And so I basically ended up working in the restaurant industry for a very long time. I really enjoyed cooking, and so I really thought I was going to be a chef. And so, but during that time, it's like it was just all of the chaos of partying and working and all that stuff. So, it came to a point to where I started to just develop some really nasty habits, and it was really starting to like wreck my life. So I was like, what, I need to come back to El Paso. Maybe I could start over, but it's like you can't really run away from the personality. Sure. So when I moved back to El Paso, I started at UTEP, and I started at EPCC, got my associates, and then I went to UTEP, got my BFA, and so I continued with I went for graphic design and painting, and so I was like I really enjoy this stuff, but then it's like as soon as I graduated, I was like, I still like doing all this other junk. And so, that kind of led to like 2 more years of chaos. And so finally, I'm late to the art scene. So I restarted I got into art at the age of 34, like officially, because like everything fell apart. And I was like, I had to start from scratch, and I couldn't go back to the kitchen. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll paint. And so, I was staying at my mom's, and I was painting in her backyard, and I built like an easel out of broken wood. And I was just like painting, and I was just like, running commissions for people that I had told. I'd be like, yeah, I'll do that for you, But then I just like totally.
I know those artists.
You're like, hey, I was like, yeah, man, I got you. And then, I just like.
Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. But it was at that time I was like, what, I need to refigure this out. And so, that's when I kind of put in like my 3 pillars in life, which is like, faith in God, which really helped me through that struggle. And then it was family and friends, and then it was art. Art started to kind of push me into the right directions, which is really insane because like, one of the things that I tell people is just like connections, it's like talk to everybody. And so, at that time I was just posting on Instagram, and I had a friend from UTEP, reach out to me like, hey, you should apply for this design job, which was Laura Turon, really cool.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah, great person. I've always ran into her in school. And so, we became friends, but she kind of called me up. She's like, apply for this design job. And so I was like, I haven't done design in forever. She's like, just do it. And so I was like, all right. So I did it. I got all these like free apps online, and I put together a portfolio, like Frankensteined it up,
Sure.
And so I ended up getting the job, and it lands me in a little studio or design job with a room full of other artists that are El Paso artists. So,
that's cool.
The supervisor Carlos was a designer artist, and then there was Claudia Bernal, who's a metalsmith, graphic designer. And then, of course, Moises Garcia.
I'm like, where are you working? Like
this. It was at a jewelry.
Yeah.
So
with Moy, that's right.
Moy.
Yeah.
So Moises was there, and I was like, he started like, dude, this art show. I mean,
dude, that guy is like, he's awesome. Yeah, he's so supportive and everywhere.
Exactly. He's like the most positive human being I've ever met, and so I'm like, this is cool. And so he's like, go to this art show. Go to this art show. And
dude,
so,
what great friends you have telling you just do it.
Yeah.
Just apply. Just go here.
Exactly, and that's why I think that's why I'm moved by art and by faith and by friends and family, because they've always, left to my own devices, I get into chaos, But it's like, when I'm in those positive, momentums, it's like, you know, and so I went to an art show, and then I met like more artists. Like, he's like, hey, this is Diego Robot, and this is Gabriel Marquez, and this is Nico, and this is Brian Holt. Like, and then so I met them, and so from there it was like, I was like, how do you show here? And then they told me like, well, you can do this, and so I would go on my days off and all the way out to Socorro.
Oh, cool! And, when they were at Casa Ortiz.
Yeah, when they were at Casa Ortiz.
Oh man, that's when it was starting to get like.
Yeah, that's when it was like, that was their first show.
Like,
right
watch
after
out! Yeah, it was
and
so cool.
So that whole area was booming, and so you know, I'd go out there and I'd be like, how do I show this and that? And they'd be like, all right, do this, and they're like, but this is the full gallery. So I was like, can you fill up this full gallery? And I was like. So then, you know, they're like, get other artists. So then I started to reach out to other artists. You know, there was like Adam, I think he's Bangladesh on Instagram, and then my supervisor. And so I got a show together of us three. We did a figurative show. It did really good. It was really successful. And I was like, hey, I can do this. And just from there, it just slowly started to trickle down. Like, other artists reaching out to me like, hey, well, we're going to do a show. You want to put in a piece? Hey, you know. And from there, it's like, hey, well, can you do commissions? And for me, I was like, yeah, you know, I've been doing commissions in the backyard. You know, it's like, that's how I first just kind of got back into it. And so from there, it just kind of trickled down of like meeting new people and then looking at my art and reaching out and me going over and checking out their spots. And so it turned into just to a really cool, like ride. You know, I'm kind of still like, you know, this really happened, you know? But it was just really cool, and that led to like, you know, my first solo show, which was last year in August.
Oh, cool!
And it really kicked my butt. But it's like, to me, that's like, you know, an artist works up to the solo show, you know. And so it was really phenomenal to be asked to do that and to get that together. You know, I had like 3 nervous breakdowns during that time. You know, I wanted to run like an emu farm at one point because I was like, I can't do this. But it was just really cool. It was really it was a cool ride.
That's awesome. What a cool story. So right now, do you have anything coming up that we want to mention, or what are you working on?
Currently, I'm starting a new commission for a person that had reached out to me. We're old friends, and so, you know, she had bought one of my pieces that I had done in my newest show, and she was just like, hey, well, can we get into talks? You know, do you run commissions? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so I'm currently running commissions at this point. And then as far as shows go, I haven't put anything, you know, in concrete, just because, you know, I was blessed enough to sell a good amount of work in that last show, but which that takes all my inventory. So
you gotta start over,
just like,
right?
So I'm you know, coming up with new concepts. And
how cool, man! Good, like. Oh. I just want to hear this one. That's so. I love this story. So, how do people find you? How do they get work commissioned?
So right now it's basically Facebook and Instagram. I've been reached out at like equally on both to run commissions, and so basically it's just like, you know, people reach out to me. You know, then we kind of connect and then say, okay, well, you know, what is it that you're looking for? You know, what can do size and all that. So then we go into talks, but mostly Instagram and Facebook.
Okay. And what type of commission works have people asked you for?
It varies. You know, I've done pets. You know, people are, you know, really like the pet works, and so I've done people's dogs. I've done a lot of portraits for people.
Okay.
You know, they'll send me family members, or I've done, you know, stuff like that. So portraits. And then, you know, pretty much it's stuck into those 2 categories because I think that's what most people ask
more
for.
People.
Yeah.
Okay, than over landscapes or something like that.
Yeah. I haven't done too many landscapes, but I've been doing more cityscapes. So I did one of the plaza, and then I did one of downtown when they had that huge crane. And so right now I've been going into like my photo reels because I'll just walk around, take pictures. Yeah. And so I currently have a cityscape of like the downtown area where it shows that huge mural, that circle one. That's you know,
on Texas Street.
Yeah, I really love that corner. So I have that one currently working.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the new work.
One where I took a picture of the Himalaya because it's like, it just has so many cool memories, and nobody's ever done the Himalaya, you know, from Western Playland.
Oh, it's so cool! Oh, the Himalaya!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
And so me,
I just remember getting squat.
And so me in my head, it's like everybody has a song too. It's like, what song played on the Himalaya? And so I was like, you know, to me, like those bring back those cool memories of like, you know.
I love it. I love it. And so, for your art, like if people, I don't know, because like I know, and I don't know if you've gone to like the live art draws and stuff like that. This is a model for you, yeah?
Yes.
Do you do people ask you for that type of art, or can people, like, do you ever look for models or anything like that? Is there anything that you're looking for from the community? I don't know. All those questions.
Well, yeah, so like during COVID, I started kind of going through like Instagram and Patreons and seeing, like people that were doing live sessions, because I really enjoy drawing the figure. I've gone to some of the live sessions here in El Paso, out there when they were at Moonlight with Gabriel. And then I've done the El Paso draw.
I could just see you putting on an event like that.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. I love doing, like I said, the figure. And so for me, it's a hard sell, because it's like, it's like I don't want to be too graphic, but I also want to kind of push. I mostly think about emotions, and I try to make mine like, what is the emotion that this person's feeling. And so, I go away from, being like, just like, I'm just going to do naked people. It's like, to me, it's like, well, how can I make this very expressive or to show an emote? And so, for me, I think, I slowly shifted more to the male model recently, just because, like, when I think to myself, I was like, well, if I have a concept that I'm thinking about, that I'm going through personally, I can't really express that through a female model. And so I've been trying to look more for male models, and you don't really see that too often. Anytime you go to a live draw, it's mostly female, which is cool. I gotta know what the I'm a big fan of females. I got all their albums, but you don't really see too many male models, like, and trying to get those emotions out of them, because
That's
I think
cool.
it's a really interesting.
Yeah, that's awesome. So again, how do people find you on social media? And are you asking for anything from the community right now?
Just like once again, I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and really, I'm just like, I do a lot of footwork. And so, like, to me, it's like, I guess from the community, it's just footwork. Go to shows. Even other artists, it's like, go to shows that you're not showing at. Just go support all the other artists.
That's a community for sure.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I'm on this podcast. Is because I knew Moy, and every time I go to new shows, I don't go there and I'm like, well, how come I wasn't invited? To me, it's like, all right, well, who's the artist? Let me go talk to this guy. I love your work. What does this mean? Yeah. And I don't pull out my phone and I'm like, here, dude, this is my stuff. It's like, no, just.
Go and appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly. And so, to me, it's like, just, I guess from the community, is just like, let's support more footwork, go to shows, talk to the artists, don't just go and hang out, like, look for the artists, because we want to talk about our art, and so, like,
I love it.
I love, like, when people tell me, they're like, this piece, like, I like it, like, what does it mean? And so, like, I could go on forever.
What does this mean, real quick, for you?
So this one is, called Keeper of My Heart. Okay. And so basically, when I was working on this concept, it was basically thinking that, anytime that I would just kind of give my heart to everybody, it always turned into chaos. Because it's like, once I put everything into somebody, it's like I had all these expectations. I gave them my heart, and what if they didn't want it? Or, it's like so many things. And so, like, so many people had my peace of mind because I had expected so much. And so for this one, I started to understand is that, my heart has to be with my faith. My heart has to be in God. And so, as long as He always has my heart, then I'm always protected here in reality. And so it doesn't really matter, who I give my heart to, because He will always have it. So that's kind of where that goes as far as, keeper of my heart. So
that's so beautiful. I love it. And what did I want to ask you? One more thing. What type of marketing do you do? And do you have any tips and advice for business owners?
Like I say, for me, it's word of mouth. I'm always really available. Like, as soon as, like, people comment, I'll respond. As people message me, I'll respond. And so usually it's through social media. But I've also, you know, ran into people and say, hey, you know, well, do you do commissions? I'm like, yeah, you know,
of course, right.
You know, so I'm always open to conversation. And, you know, as far as advice, you know, I think, you know, just those two things is, you know, footwork. You know, always be willing to do the footwork. Always go to shows, you know, even if you're not showing. You know, talk to people, you know, because that's how I came up, you know, through the help of other artists.
If you support them, they support you,
exactly.
right? Yeah,
you know, it's
like
that's what's cool about the El Paso art scene is that nobody is pulling up the ladder. Like everybody is like super helpful, super cool. And, you know, I guess the other quick advice would just be, you know, just always keep working. You know, it's like, I always had this idea, it's like, well, everything has to be a masterpiece, but then that would get me stuck. And so, you know, I think that a lot of times, like, it's fun to have those, like, terrible pieces that, you know, I'll be, like, 7 hours involved, and I'm like, why did I even start this? Like, this is terrible, you know? Like you know, and I'll just, like, put it to the side and let it mock me for, like, ever. But, yeah, you know, it's like, you know, I learned so much through those failures, and I learned so much from those pieces that never never get seen the light of day. So just, you know, always be working, you know, always be willing to do whatever sort of work that comes your way.
I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. That was so awesome. One more. Check them out on Instagram and Facebook and tell them I sent you. Pabloblah for Patheas. All right. How are you doing today, Roberto?
Doing well, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in today. Sorry to get in this camera right.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So congratulations. You had another baby goat today. That's super exciting. I mean, it was for us, you know, we were like, oh, he's coming in today. And then we get a message saying, I'm a little late because we're having a goat. So, that's super exciting. I don't care who you are. And then you also brought one of your friends with us, huh?
I did. I brought one of my friends, but since I can't take him out, I brought you something.
Oh my God, how cute is this? What? Oh my gosh, this is adorable. Okay, El Paso. So I don't know if you've seen on my stories. Thank you so much. I've shared about goat yoga in El Paso. I know a lot of you guys may have heard about it, and so I'm super excited to get to talk about it today. But you offer a really unique service in El Paso. As far as I know, the only place that offers this service.
That's correct.
But it's to get your mind and body right and enjoy some laughs and cuddles at the same time, yeah? So tell me about El Paso Goat Yoga.
Well, El Paso Goat Yoga started it about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
2 years ago. I'm a service disabled veteran.
Oh, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Yeah, I was one of the first units in Afghanistan right after 9/11, and I'll tell you, I came back with a lot of baggage and whatnot.
I can imagine.
And you know, I'm in the medical field myself, professionally, and I was looking for things that would help, you know, people that have gone through issues and
some traumatic experiences.
Yeah, traumatic experiences and whatnot. And I found that animals were the key to it all.
100%.
I bought my ranch about 3 years ago, and I started the goat yoga about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And at first I bought the animals and the ranch for myself, and then I realized I can't keep this to myself. I have to share it with everybody, just like that pizza that I'm going to be going and getting here shortly. I'll tell you what. And you know, it's just been an amazing ride. So we started off small with a couple of goats and built it up from there. I have now I have close to 30 goats.
You have 30 goats. Wow.
30 goats. I have 4 horses. I have mini pigs. And I'm happy to say that I have some of the smallest cattle in the country. I have a mini bull who's 29 inches tall, and I'm going to be picking up another one in East Texas in about 2 weeks.
How cool.
He's a 28-inch tall bull, and they are... And then the heifer that I have is about 30 inches tall. They're tiny. They're about the size of medium to large dogs.
I was going to say.
So like, are the mini bulls?
He's like, wait a minute.
Oh,
what are you trying to tell me here?
This is a curiosity question. The mini bulls, are they like their own breed, or is it like a result of like some sort of genetic mutation?
A little bit of both. So, how deep do you want to go?
Do
you want to go to the events?
No. I mean, so if you don't have the sheet with you,
oh, you want me to do a Punnett square?
No.
We can do that. No. In all actuality, these are crosses. So most dwarf animals are genetically hybrids. You do have some achondroplasia, which is dwarfism, true dwarfism, which you see that in people, you see that in animals.
Right.
These, however, are not. These are bred specifically to be or carry the smaller traits. So they're specifically bred to just like we do with the coffee, where we want better flavored coffee, we breed that, or we want corn that has, more productive corn. We do the same thing with our cattle.
Right.
And so these are bred to elicit those particular traits, the smaller frames. These animals are also more tame than most. I mean, my bulls are really, they'll come and eat out your hand, and they just love people. If you guys went to the rodeo or the bull riding, those bulls there are about 1,200 pounds, 1,500 pounds, and they stand about 5-6 feet tall at the shoulders. Mine stand about 29 inches tall at the shoulders, 28 inches tall at the shoulders, but they're full, healthy. They don't have any genetic issues or anything, so they're true
pure blood pocket bulls.
Yeah, they're micro bulls. There's actually, I have charts and stuff that describe all the different sizes, and these are very rare, hard to find. And we breed them. I breed them there. I have one of my heifer, my cow. She's actually hopefully be giving birth here within a number of months. I breed my goats to be on the smaller size. I have a number of the one that I have here. He's about 2 weeks old, but I have a number of them that I specifically breed. I selectively breed. So we do a lot of that. So going back to what we do is goat yoga, but we also do animal therapy.
Okay.
So we do offer those types of services there for anybody who just is having a rough time. We definitely
absolutely.
help out. We're working with a number of different agencies here, including some agencies on Fort Bliss and whatnot to offer services.
That's super cool. I didn't know that part about the business. That's really neat.
And I actually work for the federal government myself. So,
okay.
So yeah, we're doing quite a number of different things here. We're just trying to offer as much as we can. In terms of goat yoga, our sessions are held on Saturdays, and we're gonna start doing them on the east side of town. We normally hold them at my ranch on the west side of town, but we're gonna start in March. We'll be starting to have them hosted over at Gringo Theory. And we want to thank Colby for offering it. Colby is a proprietor of Gringo Theory.
Okay.
We want to thank him for holding us there, but Gringo Theory is now the east side home of El Paso Goat Yoga.
Super cool.
So we'll have a number of different things out there. It's really, really great.
Absolutely. Expansion, you know what I mean? And you get to help more people.
Oh yeah. It's really great. It's really great. We found that a lot of the people that come and visit us are actually from the east side, and they're still willing to make the drive. Almost I believe I can actually say all of our classes have been selling out, and
I bet
far in advance too.
Yeah.
Like months in advance, we have them sold out.
Wow.
And I get waiting lists and stuff like that. So we're still working on trying to accommodate more people and offer more classes, more sessions.
Cool. That's a good problem to have, growth, right? You don't want to grow, so.
It is.
Are you looking for more places to hold yoga, or are you just like working on logistics right now and all that kind of like the back end stuff?
We're working on logistics to try to make it available to everybody. We are open to being hosted at different places, and we've had opportunities to do so. At this point, we're just trying to open it up to everybody that we can.
And keep up with it all, right?
It's not like any other job. having a ranch. I mean, it's 24/7. You know, every day of the year kind of thing, and rain, snow, cold, wind, whatever. I'm out there.
And like, you know, birth right before podcasts and things like that. Like, you never know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. It's kind of awesome at the same time. No?
I have some videos. I can send you some videos.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Some, maybe not the gory ones
that
you might want to see, but the nice ones. I'll send you some nice ones so that you can see. And you know, the quality of care for our animals is utmost importance to us, to me. And you know, we put every effort into making sure that they have the best quality of care and the best medical treatment and whatnot. And so that's why I was a little late. Wanted to make sure that the
absolutely
was good. But
I hear you.
Yeah, we do quite a number of different things. We've hosted fundraisers. We do a lot of fundraisers to help the community. So if you're looking to have a fundraiser held, we'll be more than happy to help you out with that and help your cause. We've done that. We've hosted so many different organizations, from military units to the cheer squad from Coronado.
Okay.
We had them come out, and we've done so many fun things.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's an awesome ride. It's an awesome.
And how often are your goat yoga classes?
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday. Okay, great. So again, they sell out sometimes months in advance. So how do they sign up for goat yoga?
You go to our website, elpasogoatyoga.com, and it'll have all the information for our upcoming classes there. It'll have any questions. It'll have the most commonly asked questions and answers to those. You don't have to have any yoga experience to participate in this. You don't have to. Some people are like, "Oh, I'm not physically fit to be able to do that." That's irrelevant. It's coming and doing things at your pace and grounding yourself.
Yes.
With animals, with goats, baby goats. And you get to come and cuddle with them, cuddle with our cows. Oh, cow cuddles are the best. We also have a mini horse. We have all kinds of things there.
That's so cool.
And you can just come and enjoy life, enjoy what you know.
What you guys have out there.
It's really about. It really
Absolutely.
centers you. We do offer. We have all kinds of stuff on the ranch. There we have. Organic pecans that we sell. I have about 30 trees on my property there, and we all kinds of stuff. We partner with local organizations, farmers and whatnot, and try to help them sell their goods. For instance, the little
so
crochet doll comes from Mia's Crochet, and she
that's adorable.
She has a crocheting business, and she made all of our. We have those for sale. She made all of those. She also made a bunch of little cows and stuff. And
that's so cool.
She does all that. One of my good friends who works with us there at El Paso Goat Yoga, she's also a chef, and she has a Jackie and Jenny's treats where they make baked goods and stuff like that, and they sell those. And so we
support other businesses.
Most definitely, awesome. in any possible way that we can. We also are open to have volunteers come out and help us care for the animals and learn. I give classes on how to care for animals, how to, from horsemanship classes to taking care of goats or pigs, whatever you want to learn. I can teach all of that stuff to you and help you come and do that. So there's quite a number of things.
Yeah, a number of things that you can do over there with you. And you said you're located on the west side.
On the west side off of Country Club.
And people can find you on Facebook and Instagram?
Facebook and Instagram, yep. El Paso Goat Yoga.
And El Paso Goat Yoga. So I work at a marketing agency. If you ever need marketing, please reach out to me. I already have so many ideas in my head just hearing you talk and with El Paso Goat Yoga. And it's such a niche, and I have a whole commercial in my head for you right now.
I have to say,
a slogan song.
Oh my God, we would welcome that. So I have to say that I designed our logo. I don't know if you have the opportunity to see it.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I designed that. I actually do painting myself. Oh, cool. And I'm actually a musician. I also have a mariachi band that professional group. only at home for the special ladies.
I was like,
I do want to toss this out here though. My mariachi band will be accompanying Lucero and Mijares tomorrow night at the County Coliseum. So
what the heck?
we'll be there.
That's so
cool. If you guys want to come and check us out, it's El Paso Mariachi Estrella.
I gotta have you guys on the show sometime.
Oh, please!
I love having mariachis on here.
We're always busy. We're always playing and doing all kinds of stuff like that.
That's so cool.
We do quite a number of things. So
I love it.
Busy.
If you guys need mariachis, you guys need some yoga with some adorable goats in your life. You guys want to learn maybe some animal care. The world is your oyster, it sounds like over there. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for coming on and introducing your business to us and giving us such great information. They can find you on Facebook and Instagram. And do you guys have anything coming up specific that we want to mention?
So, yeah, we have a number of things. This Saturday, in a couple of days, we have a session. I believe that one's already sold out.
Okay.
We have another one the following Saturday. I think that one's sold out too. Okay. But if you're interested, send me a message, and we can put you on the wait list, or if spaces come available.
There you go.
We'll definitely try to accommodate you. It's open for children of all ages. I do recommend though that your children be older than 3 years old, because you are going to be interacting with animals, and they can be a little unpredictable sometimes, and kids may have a little harder time with that.
Sure. Perfect. So we have Goat Yoga coming up the next few Saturdays, but go on and send a message if you're interested in being a fill-in, or go on and check out the calendar and sign up for the weeks that aren't currently sold out. Get on top of that. And then? We have all kinds of merchandise available, t-shirts and everything, you name it. We got it. And these adorable little baby goats. Get yours. Goat milk soap. Goat milk soap? I made it myself too. So yeah, we have goat milk soap. Yeah, we do all kinds of stuff. That's so cool. I love it. El Paso Goat Yoga. Check them out. And what type of marketing do you do? And do you have any business advice for business owners out there? So marketing, we do all kinds of things. The biggest one is reaching out to people like yourself and just sharing what we do. We try to collaborate with as many different businesses and people as we can. We found that helping others is the best way to get known and the best way to do anything, become successful in anything. Really is to just really be out there and help others. And I'm looking to have some paintings. All right, El Paso, what an amazing show today. We got like bucos and bucos and bucos of information. If you want pizza, you want to do some yoga with goats, you need some badass art to line your walls to your office, your home, your Airbnb, your dorm, whatever it is, gifts that you're sending or giving. I highly encourage you to go local. Coffee. Who doesn't love coffee? Watch this episode, get all the information, and then go and support and tell them I sent you. Real quick, a quick shout out to my sponsors, El Paso Family Dental. Thank you so much for this awesome smile. They're my sponsor. And if you guys need any dental work, I highly encourage you go check them out for you or your family. They also do kids, so everybody of all ages. I hate going to the dentist, but I actually have a really good time when I go there. They're just amazing people, and they make you feel comfortable, and they make you laugh and all that kind of good stuff. So El Paso Family Dental. We also have Dead Beach Brewery, El Paso Zoo Society. We have Viva La Mocha. And of course, Star City Studios. Thank you so much for allowing me every week to come here and use your beautiful space for this awesome show. Thank you, El Paso, for following and going local. Anywhere you go, tell them I sent you. Go support local as much as possible. You're going to get an excellent product for the same or better price than you will at a big box store. And you're helping support your local economy, your community, and these businesses. So please go and support them as much as possible. And also, if you need any help with marketing, I work at a local full-service marketing agency, Leo Marketing. We We can help you with everything from brokering deals for TV, radio, billboard, print, and online streaming to social media. Video production is huge for us. Graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, PR, event planning, really everything and anything. We can help you under one roof here in Central El Paso. And then also with Annie's Adventures, if you want to be featured on my page, go on and reach out to me. I just need about a week's notice and we'll get you scheduled, and I'll be out there to highlight your business. So thank you so much for tuning in this week, and I'll see you next one. Bye. Look how cute. 2 weeks old. And you can do yoga with him. Go on to El Paso Goat Yoga and tell him I sent you. Oh, how adorable. Oh my God, I want one.